9 years ago, the Gulf of Mexico suffered a tragic event. Today I will talk about the Deepwater Horizon. The Deepwater Horizon was close to home and impacted many lives of people and animals. To fully explain the magnitude of this event, I will explain the following facts: how tragic the event was, how the spill happened, and the efforts to clean up the Gulf of Mexico. According to an article written by Paladin, Deepwater Horizon was the most tragic disaster. BP was doing offshore drilling in the Gulf of Mexico when this occurred. Here you can see the rig before the events happened. The oil well was on the seabed 5,000 feet below the surface, and it extended 1,800 feet into the rock. The drilling rig suffered an uncontrollable blowout and a series of explosions. On April 20, 2010, the offshore explosion caused many tragedies. Right here, you can see when the explosion happened. The result of this tragedy, the explosion, 17 people were injured and 11 people were killed on the platform. Right here, you can see those 11 people that passed away on the explosion. We now learned about the explosions and the tragedies. Now I will talk about the oil spill. According to another article written by Valerie, after the explosion, there was a massive oil spill over the Gulf of Mexico. The rig capsized and sank the morning of April 22nd. The riser ruptured and mud injected the upward pressure of the oil and natural gas. Oil began to discharge into the Gulf of Mexico, and the amount of oil that flowed onto the Gulf was tremendous. BP estimated approximately 1,000 barrels spilled per day. The accurate amount of oil spilled was 62,000 barrels for 87 days, according to an article written by Sue. Now that we know how much oil was in the Gulf, we will talk about after the spill. During the years that followed, National Response Team did a massive cleanup. Right here you can see a few crew members helping clean up the oil on the ocean. In 2010-11, BP agreed to provide $1 billion towards restorations. 1.8 million gallons of dispersants was pumped into the leak. The dispersant, or exit, was applied directly into the broken wellhead. Corexit is a mixture of glycol, surfactants, propylene glycol, and light petroleum distillates. It breaks up oil into droplets to help minimize the natural oil-eating bacteria breakdown the hydrocarbons, according to an article written by Kreml. Many beaches had to be manually cleaned up. This was devastating for marine animals. 900 bottlenose dolphins were dead or stranded in the oil spill, according to an article written by Howard. 500 dead sea turtles have been found every year since 2011 and are currently endangered, according to an article written by Dylan Moore. Right here you can see a sea turtle covered in oil. The Deepwater Horizon was the largest oil spill in the world, and as we learned, it caused a lot of harm to the environment. Today I discussed several aspects of deep water. I talked about the explosion, how the explosion occurred, how the oil spill then followed, and the cleanup efforts in the years to come. This is important because it was an event that has impacted us greatly by harming our beaches in your home. Regardless of where you are, always remember the Deepwater Horizon and the tragedies that it brought to many near us. Thank you.